Justin Jefferson led the NFL in receiving in 2022. It can be tough at times for an offense to get their best player the ball when the defense sells out to taking it away. The Vikings knew coming into every game that Jefferson was going to be bracketed. So let's look at how they schemed to get him the ball and were able to keep his production high all season. Most teams elected to bracket Jefferson like you see here. He's down here as the number one. He's got a corner in his face, and he's got a safety eyeing him over the top. So it makes it hard to run straight vertical routes like goes or outside posts. Though this is a great strategy from keeping him from running easy vertical routes, the defense still has weak areas. Let's first look at how they utilized quick game concepts to get him the ball. Quick game is a great way to get an athlete the ball in space and potentially breaking a tackle for a big play. So Jefferson's here in the slot, and you can see that he has a linebacker and a safety in that bracket technique. So in this case, they're in an empty set, and it could be a cloud or cover two coverage, but it ends up being a bail technique here by the corner, and he's going to get depth with this go route. And so what that does is that opens up space for Jefferson on the out route. So now he's one-on-one with the linebacker in space, and that gives him a chance to get him the ball and possibly make a move for a big play. So that corner starts to bail out. Cousins sees he's going to have the space to Jefferson. It ends up being zone. That linebacker underneath, not in man, he's zone dropping with his eyes on Cousins, and he's able to get it out. And you can see that safety's clear over the top, and they're able to save the touchdown, but not after they gain pretty big yardage. So now Jefferson is the number one receiver down here. And the Bears have inverted, so they're going to roll the safety here, and they're going to play their corner deep. But you can see by alignment, they're kind of in a condensed set, and the open grass is here to the outside. And that's where, again, they like to attack here. So he's going to attack the corner there and break out. So they're going to use an RPO to get the linebackers to suck in. The safety still drops, but it's not enough to get underneath, and they hit Jefferson. So we've seen him in the slot. We've seen him at the number one, and now another wrinkle, they're going to put him here in the backfield. So this is a great way to keep him from being jammed and to almost guarantee that he's going to be matched up on a linebacker. So they're going to set up kind of a sail or smash variation here. They're going to run this number one on a deep out to maybe clear out anything, and then he's going to kind of trail it here, and then he's going to be the shallow out. Now the safety is going to stay over the top, and the corner is going to bail with this out, leaving him one-on-one with this linebacker. So another great call here to get him one-on-one in space. So clearly here, one-on-one with the linebacker, breaks out, mismatch. He's able to pick up the first down. Quick game is a great way to get an athlete the ball in space, but you don't want that to be your only mode of attack. The Vikings consistently schemed him open deep as well. They really like deep horizontal routes to take advantage of his speed. Let's take a deeper look. So their most consistent play to get him the ball downfield was this play action double drag concept. So this guy's going to motion here, and we're going to get a deep drag across this way, and then Jefferson is going to deep drag across here. So it's almost like a deep mesh concept. So the Packers here in one high, and this safety has to keep depth to keep over the top of both of those drags. Since they're in zone coverage, they pass this off, and there's a giant hole. So there's your play fake. And you can see as he gets across, that corner passes it off. That other drag draws the linebacker, and there he is wide open. Same concept here versus the Saints. We're going to get a play action, and we're going to get this guy over the top, and then Jefferson is going to drag underneath. And this time, they actually stick with Jefferson, but what happens, these two drag so close together that there's a collision between the guy on Jefferson and a linebacker, and he escapes through wide open again. So you can see the linebacker isn't looking and hits the guy covering Jefferson, knocks him off. Good offensive coordinators are always protecting their best plays, and we've seen how explosive the deep drag has been. So this play is going to play off that. They're going to play action still, but Jefferson's going to attack like he's dragging, and then he's going to stop here and then return and turn it into almost like a sail. Makes it tough when these guys are now ready to jump and stop that deep drag. So right here, that safety's getting ready to come to the middle of the field because he knows that drag's coming. And then he breaks out. Tons of space for him to go make a play. This is another concept that consistently yielded them big yardage. It was another play action, but this time Jefferson here in the slot would run a deep post, and then the number 2 receiver here would run a dig route. And this would put stress similar to the double drag. So this time the tight end chips, but then he gets onto his route. You can see that safety's eyeing him and not paying attention to Jefferson. Jefferson has a great route, gets the safety turned, and gets behind both of them. So here's the same concept again. You're going to get a chip and a dig by the tight end. You're going to get a deep post here behind it by Jefferson. The Lions here are in one high, and this safety cheats over to help with anything vertical. Problem is Jefferson beats the guy off the line and then is able to cross the safety's face, and Cousins has a great ball for another big play. So you can see the underneath guy is already beat, but that safety's ready, but he gets too much depth, and Jefferson breaks it across. Great ball. Once the middle of the field was exploited and teams started aligning to take it away, the Vikings would counter with attacking the outside of the field. So just running a simple smash concept here. Jefferson's here in the slot. He's got the corner out. And because they're in a tight alignment with the corner, this guy's going to run a fin route or a 5 and in. So he's going to burst a 5, and then he's going to speed cut that in. What that does is that clears out this space out here. So this guy knows that he doesn't have any help outside. So he's actually going to align on the outside leverage and really try to funnel Jefferson to the middle of the field. And this guy is ready and waiting. And then they're even going to have this guy over the top. So they're selling out to stop either the drag or post or anything down the middle of the field. But Jefferson's able to win, restack, and get to this grass over here. So you can clearly see he doesn't want to give up his outside. He's funneling. The safety's eyes are right on Jefferson, ready for anything breaking in, but Jefferson wins and beats him back to the outside. Great back shoulder ball and a huge run. So these compressed sets put a lot of stress on the defense, especially if they're going to play some sort of cover one like the Saints are in here. So this corner here is in man on Jefferson, and he has this help over the top to the middle of the field. But he's got inside leverage, meaning Jefferson has all this space out here to work. And so this is where the Vikings are going to attack. Now, the corner does a pretty good job, and the space is minimal, but they're still able to get the completion. So the safety's getting straight down the middle of the field, so that corner has no help. There's the break. He's open. And this time, the damage is minimal. They're able to pick up the first down. Despite teams' best efforts, Jefferson still proved to be tough to stop. Let's see if he can continue that production in 2023. Let me know in the comments, who do you think will lead the NFL in receiving this upcoming season?